my super sweet crafty friends, welcome to my channel, Carolina's Creations Handmade. If you're new, please subscribe and click the bell button down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And today I want to share with you how to make the accordion inside for the spine of our mini album. I'm also going to place a little holes for the junk journal area of our mini album junk journal. So the first we're going to need is a piece of cardstock that measures 12 by 12, cut at 8 inches. And then once you cut at 8 inches, we're going to start the scoring. Now, I'm placing here on the screen the measurements of the scoring lines, so it might be easier for you. I wanted to apologize, guys. Unfortunately, this video took a longer time than I was expecting to upload to you, because unfortunately yeah, life has been crazy for me. As you know, I'm going through a separation that is leading to a divorce, and yeah, it's been a lot of adjustments and a lot of things that I've had to work on, and yeah, it's not an easy thing to do, but yeah, I've been getting there, going through it, and I wanted to thank you so much for your love, your support. It's just so nice to have, and you guys don't even imagine how much it means to me and how much it helps. It's so unbelievable how much it helps when you're feeling down and you're feeling like, you know, like the world is on your shoulders, and you read a comment or a sweet message of encouragement. You guys have no idea how much power you have to actually make somebody's day better. So I truly appreciate it with all my heart, and I'm thanking you all my love. I hope this video is useful to you. Sorry I couldn't make a longer video because, again, I'm kind of busy. I've also been sick. I was sick with a nasty cold for a week, and I'm still trying to recover from it. So yeah, life happens. And I also wanted to answer some questions. Somebody actually asked me how I was able to leave my marriage and leave the conditions of my marriage, which is, if you guys don't know, it was sort of like a very controlling sort of marriage. And I've been thinking a lot about it, and I have to admit that a lot of it was my undoing. And before I continue here, after we finish scoring, we're going to fold the scoring lines, and what we're going to do, we're going to fold them into peaks and valleys. So the 2/2 inches are going to become the peaks, and then the 1/4 inches are going to become our valleys. So as you see there on the screen, I'm going to be sort of folding my peaks and valleys, and those are going to create the accordions. The accordion that I'm going to use to actually place on the spine of my mini album, and those are going to serve to hold the pages that we're going to create on my next video. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to continue answering that question. I've been doing a lot of soul searching in a way, and I have to admit, a lot of what happened was my fault, because I allowed it to happen. When you are in that situation, you really don't see exactly where you are. A lot of things are really blurred, and it gets to a point where you think that you're doing what's right, but when you take distance and you start thinking about it, then you realize all the things that should not have been happening. Like, you should have had more agency, more control, and but I cannot say that it was his fault, because I allowed it, and nobody was holding me, in the sense that I was not cuffed. I was like, I could have walked out the door at any moment. Unfortunately, it's not easy when it's a mental prison you're in. It doesn't work like that. But the reason I'm saying this is because I want to maybe help you who asked this question, and somebody else who might listen. And I want to ask you to sit with yourself. If you're going through a situation sort of like I went through, where you are in a marriage where you feel like you're trapped, where you feel like you lost control, where you feel like you don't have any power over yourself or your circumstances, sit with yourself, alone with yourself. And this process is not going to be easy, believe me. And there's going to be maybe a lot of wanting to try to place a blame on the other party. And no, it's not like all the blame is on you, but I think it will help a lot if we actually realize how much control we have over the situation and how much power we leave or give to the other person. So make sure that you realize, you sit down and you try to think about your situation objectively and think about how you are contributing to what's happening to you. Because unfortunately, we do. It doesn't happen on all cases, and I'm not saying my case is the same as anybody else's. I'm just trying to give you my experience in the hopes that it might help you. So think about how you are contributing to what's happening to you. What kind of actions can you take to actually better it? And if it's not something that you can save, if the marriage is not something that is healthy for you or the other party, then think about what you can do to actually leave the situation and make your life better, because it's not worth remaining in a place or a situation that is not healthy for you, that is not making you happy, just because you feel like you don't have control or you cannot get out of it. Thankfully for me, I have a beautiful family that have supported me, and I realized after words that unfortunately that is not something that is available to everyone. So if you don't have that, try to find support from other sources. Try to find support from friends. If you don't have that available either, then try to find other options. There are organizations that help women leave situations. There are organizations that can help you. I'm going to try to find some of those, and then I will list those. If I cannot do it for this video, I will do it for my next video. So please make sure you look for that. I wanted to thank you all so much for your support, your love. It's just amazing. And as I was telling you, please think about how you may be contributing to your situation. Unfortunately, sometimes our own issues create the situations we actually find ourselves in. In my case, it was issues with my childhood. I had some trauma from my childhood that I didn't even acknowledge until this past few months. And I realized that that trauma was what actually was holding me in a situation that I shouldn't have been in for as long as I was. There were a lot of mistakes made by both parties, but you have to recognize and you have to figure out when it's not healthy for you or for the other party or for you as a couple, and try to find ways to make your life better, because you deserve better. You deserve to have a life that is good for you, that is healthy, that is happy, where you are supported, where you have the ability to pursue your interests and develop friendships outside of your marriages, to have other relationships, to have experiences, to have a healthy life. So yes, please try to think about how you are contributing to your situation, because more often than not, we actually play a part in it too. I felt like I was trapped, but the more I think about it, I was trapped by my own mind. I was trapped by my own issues, because yes, the situation was not healthy, but I could have left a lot earlier. Unfortunately, my own issues kept me where I was. Once we have our piece folded, we're going to start gluing it to our spine. And you can see there, I fold in there and I fold it and place it so that it matches the fold on the page. That way, when we glue it and then when we try to fold the page, it's not going to create resistance. So now we're going to glue our spine piece, and while we do that, I'm going to keep answering your question. So please, if you are in those situations, think about yourself. Think about what is holding you there. Some people, unfortunately, yes, are held hostage. They are not able to leave the situation because they're trapped physically. I was not in that situation. I could have left at any time. My mind, my issues were the ones that kept me there. So I hope this is helpful for some of you. I'm going to share some other situations in some of my other videos. I hope this is not too bad for you, because I know a lot of you are thinking that, oh, I'm coming here for crafts, not to get this kind of information. But honestly, if it's not interesting to you, if it's not something that is helpful for you, please think that this might be helpful for somebody else. And just don't be too critical. You never know what situation you're going to find yourself in. And just think that if this might be helpful to someone else, it's worth maybe going through it a little bit. And if you don't want to listen to it, just turn the volume off. You have the option to do that. Or you have the option to skip the video. Just click next. There's plenty of other videos. I hope my video is helpful to somebody. And I want to say thank you. Thank you so very much to all of you. I love you. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for sharing them with me. And I hope between all of us, we actually can make a difference, and we can help somebody live a better life, a healthier life, leave a situation that is not healthy. And I'm going to cut here a strip that measures 8 inches by 1 1/8. And then I'm going to sort of score with my scoring tool, with my bone folder, over there on the folding part of my mini album there. Right in the area where the page folds, I'm going to score before I glue it. That way I would actually make it easier for the page to fold and for that strip not to create resistance. If you score before you glue, it will make it a lot easier because your paper would give. And I'm going to show you here how I place the little corners. I'm using metal corners. I keep them in a container. I buy them on eBay, some on Amazon. So I'm going to see here which one I want to use. I'm going to end up using this one. I think it's perfect. Look how it matches the little round things there, the little sort of scallops. I'm going to use my super hammer, and this one is my butterfly hammer. And I'm going to actually hammer the little metal corners in. I'm going to show you here just for demonstration. I'm not doing it hard because the bottom area is a glass, but just so you know, you just have to hammer on it a little bit. You don't have to apply a lot of force either, and then you can place your metal corners that way. So I'm going to start placing the holes for my junk journal inserts. I'm going to place 3 of them. And you can see the measurements for the holes on the screen. So I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to do 3 inserts for this part of the junk journal. And you can see there, we're going to have 1, 2, 3. And we're going to have 9 holes. So I'm going to start punching my tool through so I can open the holes. And this will give us a hole. So on the next videos, we can actually create the inserts and sort of place them over there for our junk journal part. Finally, I'm going to make sure that I pierce the holes through. This is going to have 8 pages for the spine, the mini album, and then the 3 inserts for the junk journal. And I hope this video is helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video if you like it. I hope you had an amazing and blessed Easter. I couldn't say anything. I was really busy and then I got sick. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and I answered your questions. And thank you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Love you guys. Have a great weekend and I'll see you with the next video next week. Mwah!